This conversation came up before the podcast even started, but I
Yeah,
told I told Rico, like, don't even say nothing, just save it
yeah, yeah,
until
yeah.
we get on the podcast. So do you think you could?
Yeah, I could do it.
Wait, actually, only girl or boy, or what are we talking about?
I want to do it with a boy. Ew!
Ew, creep!
Yuck!
I don't want
Dude,
another
dude,
girl
I
in
remember
there.
what to call it in high school. In high school,
Whoa, what
yeah.
are you about to say?
What's it? In high school,
What?
when we first met, and I remember like I was like, dude,
I
what?
said that.
Yeah, you said that,
Fuck.
and I was like, dude, because we were like getting super close, and he's like, dude, in the future, bro, we're such good. We were like, he was like, we're such good friends, bro, and we'll be in the same room though.
Why is that bad? Why is that bad though? Okay. Let me. Okay, I don't think that now. Okay, I don't think that's so cool now. But let me. Like, I do kind of remember saying that back then. This was my logic, right? This is my logic, right? Alrighty, what's up, guys? Welcome back to Lemme Dink podcast. Whether you're on your way to work, on your way to school, or just got a couple hours to kill, stay a while. We got some crazy takes.
Yeah.
You just gotta let us defend it because we got. So let me think about it.
Let me think.
I mashed up the intro, but it's okay because we
Yeah.
have other episodes where I don't mash them up. So go witness those.
Yeah.
Alrighty,
I was gonna say, I remember you before the last episode ended, or in the beginning of the last episode, you said you have a special message for people. You want to say it at the end of this episode?
Nah, we'll say it at the beginning of this one, bro.
At the beginning, okay.
Because I don't want to forget it. All right, bro. This one's a little bit more serious topic, but in uh in reaction to a lot of the stuff on the news, I feel like it's important to be more unified than anything right now. So,
Mm.
specifically to my Mexican and Hispanic viewers out there, I think it's time to actually become a little bit more united than what we've been. If you see what's happening in the news, just today, a senator, literally, Senator Padilla was literally like he went into a fucking he went into a situation where he had everything on his side. He had the law, he had the position, he had everything that he needed to actually be there, be present, and have like his voice heard. They didn't give a fuck, bro. If he was black, if he was white, if he was Asian, nobody would have put hands on him. The only reason they put hands on him is because he was brown, and that's the reality that we gotta realize, bro. The laws, they're not on our side. The laws that are on this land right now, bro, they're literally to keep us down. And I feel like we have to say this right now because in the past, right? I feel like there's been so many, like, as soon as you see like a Latino, they it's gonna sound weird, right? But for them to have their voice heard, it's almost like they want to like be like, oh, look at me, I'm like on the MAGA side, or like, look at me, I'm like different, I'm not agreeing with the rest of the Latinos.
Mm.
But in my opinion, bro, those motherfuckers are the most. Those are fucking coconuts, bro. Those are gonna be on the side of white people. Those are gonna be the side of the colonizers, of the oppressors. If we stick together, bro, the amount of Mexicans and the amount of like money, power, economy, workforce, willpower that we have and that we can actually keep in our community, bro, we could actually like start something where like we can actually have infrastructure for Mexicans in America. And the reason why I say Mexicans is because there was a time where it would have been like unite all the Latinos, but low key,
Yeah.
bro, the Latinos, like, that would be too great right now of a thing to try to unify. Like the Cubans, bro, they came from a literal dictator, and as soon as they come to America, those motherfuckers want to be on Donald Trump's dick. I'm gonna say it how it is, bro. Those
Yeah.
motherfuckers betray Latinos the first choice, the first option they have. They betray Latinos. Okay, Cubans, I don't like. And as far as I go, that's one of the reasons why Venezuelans, same shit, bro. There's so much like internal like um I don't know, like self hatred within like the Latino group that I think, like, honestly, bro, Mexicans, we have enough people that we don't even need to reach out to these motherfuckers. If Mexicans wanted to like actually unite, we need to actually start talking to like the other indigenous people of this land. Like, I'm talking about Native Americans, I'm talking
Mm.
about Native Inuits, I'm talking about Native Hawaiians. Like, bro, there's people that are actually indigenous to this land that like we actually, if we listen to like the white people and be like, no, they're Native Americans, no, they're Inuits, no, they're Native Hawaiians, of course we're gonna be separated. But if we actually realize that we're all like the indigenous people of America, bro, and we actually came together and actually like supported each other, our music, our food, our culture, our companies, our just everything, bro, our Medicare, our money, our banks, everything, bro, we would have way more power in this country. And it's not even about like it's not even about power necessarily, but the reason why I say that is because like literally there's a senator that did everything right the way that he was supposed to, and they don't fucking listen to him, bro. They're never gonna listen to us until we have like actual stake in what they're trying to create. So what I mean by that, if they want to have America the way it is, the way where they're making money, they're not going to be able to do that by taking advantage of Mexicans anymore. And that's the only way we can make that happen is actually being unified against motherfuckers like this. So Mexicans realize that we gotta unite. Stop investing in these companies and like if they don't have our back, bro, stop fucking spending money at these places, at Target, at Coca Cola, at
Yeah.
Walmart, at Home Depot, AutoZone, Apple. A lot of these places invested in Donald Trump. So if they want to invest in Donald Trump, that means that we're not going to invest in them. Honestly, point blank simple. Like this is the time, bro. Like this is not the time for us to go back to what it was. This was the time for us to be like, bro, we can actually become something so unified as the native people of this land. White people are not from this land. Let's get that straight fucking clear. Black people are not from this land. Asian people are not from this land. White people are the only people that are from America are fucking brown people, bro. So don't get that fucking twisted. Like
Yeah.
we gotta stop this propaganda that are like, oh, Mexicans are not even from motherfucker. If you're white, if you're black, if you're Asian, I don't give a fuck about your opinion, bro. We're from this land, so stop fucking being like, oh yeah, we should let them. I'm tired of like this. I'm tired of like this self like like of Mexican like internal thing. We're like, but let us in, like this. Why
Yeah.
can't we, bro? I'm tired of like asking to be let in, bro. Like we're from here. Like if other motherfuckers don't like us being here, then go back to wherever the fuck you're from. You're white and you don't want Mexicans and brown people here, go back to Europe. If you're black and you don't want Mexicans and people here, go back to Africa. If you're Asian and you don't want Mexicans and brown people here, go back to Asia, bro. Because guess what? If we were to go back to where we're from, where the fuck we're from. So I don't know what the fuck you're talking about being like, oh, we should let these immigrants in. Because a lot of I'm seeing a lot of like white people and black people and like a lot of Americans. Let's just leave it at
Yeah.
that. Being like, oh, these are our the people who pick our crops. Oh, these are the people who pick up after us. You think we want to pick up after you, motherfuckers? Bro, we were from here. Our families are from here before your families, and
Mm.
and somehow the Mexicans are letting all these other people advance. We're like almost like helping every other group except ours. Nah, bro, it's time to keep the money, the power, everything that we have in our own house, bro. It's time. It's time that we start making movies. It's time that we start making music. It's time that we start making clubs, like more about us. It's time to break out of like Mexicans just having mechanic shops, just having fucking like roofing businesses. Like
Yeah.
those are good, bro. Those are 100%. Like if you work those, you're fucking trabajador. Like I already know what you're on, bro. You're so hardworking, but at the same time, bro, like if a country can like get rid of you like this and not even give a fuck about your company, you got to make sure your company is so intertwined in America that if they were to try to get you out, that means they're gonna suffer, and if they're gonna suffer, they're not gonna try to take you out. Simple as that, bro.
Yeah.
But that was all I had to say. Yeah, in case you're listening to this podcast and you're like thinking some crazy shit, or you're thinking that we're not gonna speak up for the motherfuckers that look like us, fuck you, bitch. That's all I wanted to say. Or we could cut this to be its own little clip if you want, like honestly. But yeah, that's all I had to say, bro.
Um. No, I think we can leave it. We think we should leave that in. Honestly, we should probably leave that in. Before it gets into the.
It's Ras up before everything, bro.
Yeah.
Honestly, that's where I'm at right now. Like the only like, bro, if you think about it, like literally every group has like betrayed us in some way. If you really think about it, bro, black
Yeah.
people. The only president that has not been a white guy was a black person. He was backed 70%
Yeah.
by Hispanic votes. What did that guy do? He turned around and became the deporter in chief. He got the nickname
Yeah.
deporter in chief. Black
Yeah.
people don't have our interest in heart, bro. Like they've literally, if you want to speak about like facts, because I've been seeing a lot of people being like, this isn't our fight. When white people brought black people here, the reason why places like California, Texas, Utah, Nevada, we lost those places is because if you look to the Battle of Alamo, like the American settlers literally told Mexico that was like they were trying to make an agreement, right? Because they
Yeah.
were the land was essentially what they were fighting for, and American settlers told Mexico, if you give us all the black people, then we're gonna get out of here. We'll leave this we'll leave this land. Like we're gonna everything will go back to the way it was. Mexico said, "Fuck that shit." Everyone who's a slave who escaped, we're gonna keep them. We went to war for them. We lost. Yes, I know we lost. Everybody loves to point that out. Fuck yeah, we lost. Okay, go fucking 100 years later, and the same people who literally have generations here, like none of them want to speak up for us. And suddenly, it's not their battle, right? Oh,
Yeah.
but when it was our like when we had sort of like a pedestal to help them,
Yeah.
it was like, oh, of course we're gonna help them. But now
Yeah.
where it's like they have a position to help us, fuck that. The president, the only black president, literally came deported not every single person, but he went after brown people, bro.
Yeah.
The Asians, bro, the fact that they're going to like Home Depots and like all these restaurants and shit where like supposedly, right, you can find like a lot of
Yeah.
like people who don't speak English or like are immigrants. You know how many times I've walked into like Chinatown and like I hear like zero English, bro.
Yeah.
You know how many times I went into like Little Italy, Little Greek town. They're not going after immigrants. They're going after brown people, bro.
Yeah.
So honestly, the Asians have as many immigrants, if not more than like indigenous people than like Mexicans or whatever.
Yeah.
But our Chinatown's getting hit as hard? Nah, bro. And it's only now that you're starting to see more and more people speak up, like the celebrities and stuff, that you see Asian people start to speak up, but they didn't give
Yeah.
a fuck. Like when it was just like Hispanics, they didn't give a fuck, bro. And then the white people, I mean, are we gonna start at the white people? Like white people don't give a fuck about us.
Yeah.
Like even the white people that are like on our side, quote
Yeah.
unquote, they're like, but they just pick our crops, but they're just
Yeah.
living here
We need them
legally.
somebody to pick our
We need
strawberries.
somebody to pick up after us to clean my bed to be our maids. It's like motherfucker, you realize you're just supporting the system that's keeping us down,
Yeah.
right? Like it's time, bro. It's time. Like the whole reason why I wanted to say this is because we cannot go back to how it was. Like if we're
Yeah.
gonna start the envelope of like making it better for us, it's about making it actually better for everyone coming after. It's not about going
Yeah.
back to what it was, bro. It's time that we actually rip the bandage off, you unite with the Native Americans, with the Native Inuits, and with the Native Hawaiians, and be like, bro, we're actually from America. Everybody else that has an opinion on it that tell us that we shouldn't be here, fuck you, bitch, stupid, ugly, whole bitch, slut, motherfucker, bitch. That's all I got to say.
This you said last time. You kept going.
Honestly,
Yeah.
yeah,
I don't know. I don't really know what else to
that was
say.
10 minutes. Holy shit!
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. You want to hit the box or you want to keep
I'll
talking?
hit the box.
Okay. Don't forget the mic.
Which person should be our first guest? Honestly, bro, low key. Now, after saying all that,
Yeah.
I want to have
Ralph
who's Rolf?
Barbosa.
Shit, Rolf would, dude. Rolf would be a dream guest,
Yeah.
but I know we would never. Like, we would have to be way bigger to get him. That would be
No, well, yeah, but I mean, if you could have any, that's what the
okay.
question
A
was.
dream. Okay,
Yeah.
that's yours.
Yeah, I think Ralph Barbosa, especially like right now in the times, that's who I had in mind when I first wrote that.
It's so funny because I think our guesses would be opposite. I think it would be
Oh,
Shane,
really?
honestly.
Shane? Oh, okay. Yeah, I was gonna say if it besides Ralph, if it wasn't like for like what the shit's happening right now, my first choice would totally be Shane.
Shane only because like I would want to hear his actual opinion. Like
Yeah,
I feel like Trump. I mean, I feel like Shane, definitely has some conservative views, but I
yeah,
do want to ask him like I kind of want to show him a video and then him be like, "What the fuck?" Like
yeah,
see his like firsthand reaction, or maybe he'd be like, "Hell yeah!" Like I just want to see,
yeah. I mean, he's definitely every time I hear him talk about politics, he's always like, "Dude, Trump is an idiot." Like anytime he's being like serious,
Yeah, yeah.
he's always like, "Trump's a fucking
No,
dumbass."
and I'm not saying it to like get him in a box or nothing and be like,
Yeah,
"Oh, what do you think about this?"
yeah,
I would just like because he obviously he has like jokes and premises about like
yeah,
the politics and stuff. So I would kind of want to see like his starting point and then how that becomes into like a joke
yeah,
or like how he turns that into like a stance of his and then how that evolves. I think that would be pretty cool
yeah.
because Ralph Barbosa doesn't really go too much like Ralph Barbosa
No,
would
his jokes are
definitely
not political.
like me personally. I would only want to have Ralph Barbosa if we were doing something. I don't know if that makes
Yeah,
sense.
like
Like if we had like a
like a
hundred like
oh, like a
100
panaderia, like a day in the panaderia or something.
something
Like
where
baking conchas.
something where we're not just like sitting here with him because I feel like I don't know like this is gonna sound dumb but we wouldn't be memorable to him if we
Nah.
did that. Like if we were
Yeah,
like
it'd just be another podcast.
yeah, if we were like Ralph, we brought you some of your favorite shit. We're gonna rank it, or we're gonna be like, bro, we got like 1,000 like I don't know like hot
Dude,
dogs.
if we took him to Pilsen and yeah, I feel like that would be a cool one. Like took him to Pilsen and like, oh dude, we gotta bake bread for the people of Chicago.
Yeah. That'd be something that he'd be like, what? Like he would have something to go off of because I feel like comedians hate that when you
Yeah.
try to make them like be funny on the spot. So
Yeah,
if we
yeah.
were like, hey Rolf, like, what's your favorite joke? He like I don't know. I feel like he might be a little bit more off, but I feel like we could totally banter with him too, though.
Yeah.
But for the banter, Loki, I would want Rolf and his friend
Jaime.
Jaime. I would
Yeah.
want Jaime here.
Jaime's terrible at banter.
But I feel like he would like if there was any like like empty space, like no talking or
Yeah, he
whatever,
fills in.
he would fill it in like
Yeah, that's true.
automatically. Like,
That's for sure.
can I have a fryer? Or, like, I don't know, something that would
Okay.
be like. I mean,
What about all the extra dough? Like,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
yeah,
Like
like,
something that just like,
oh, that's not extra. We're
uh,
gonna use it later, and then he'd
yeah,
be
yeah,
like, okay, but like when?
yeah, bro.
Yeah,
I feel like Jaime, I mean, Rolf and Shane are like not even for us. I feel like for a lot of people, they're actually dream guests
yeah,
that like they would love to have.
yeah.
What about like let's say we had to end right for whatever reason. What's the last
End the
guest?
show.
Yeah, what's the
Okay, the
last
last
guest? Like
guest,
the one person you want to be like, this is what we end the show with.
Barack Obama.
Holy shit! Ask him, what the fuck, man? The porter in chief, huh?
Hey man, hey man, what the hell?
What's up,
I
man?
thought, like, how long did you live in
You
Chicago?
don't
Like,
like tacos,
yeah,
bro?
you don't like, dude. Exactly. You're gonna tell me you lived in Chicago and you never had Mexican food, bro?
Zaca tacos, bro. That should be fire, even though now they're expensive as fuck.
They gave you the wrong order at Los Comales. Is that what happened? That's probably what happened. What do you think? Do you think they gave him the wrong order at Los Comales, or they gave him like or he didn't tip and then he was like, and then they were like, man, what the fuck, get out of here?
I'm not even kidding. At this point, I actually think that some of the people who are racist, like, did you hear that Trump? He asked Salma Hayek on like a date once, and she was like she was with her boyfriend at the time. She was like no, and then after that, like people say right that's when he became super racist. Like I feel like like it might sound crazy, but I genuinely believe some of the people who were like anti like people like brown people or whatever. I
Yeah,
feel like some of them definitely were just rejected by like a super hot Mexican girl or something, and ever
yeah,
since then they were like, "Alrighty," and now I'm gonna get your family deported. Like they
yeah.
just had some vendetta just because they didn't want to
It's
give them puss
because like
puss.
I feel like they once they realize, or like powerful people once they realize like somebody can't like
Be bought.
yeah can't be bought, or they can't serve them
It
in any
gets to
way,
them.
and they're like, okay, well, I'm gonna either, if I can't make you serve me, then I don't want you to be
Yeah, I don't want you
here.
to succeed
I don't want
at
you to
all.
succeed at all.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
crazy,
yeah, it
bro.
is a crazy way to think.
Nah, fuck that
I mean, you've heard that like I mean, I'm pretty sure this is true,
shit.
but it was like this test that they did on like they did these tests on like every like race of people. Whenever they showed like they had like different interactions with animals and like non-living inanimate objects that look like
Oh,
people,
okay.
and then they had real people. And for most races, they had like whenever they showed a real person, like a specific part of their brain activated to show like, oh, this is like human interaction.
Uh huh.
When they did that to white people, they it never it didn't do that.
Yo, they're just like food, like consumption almost.
Yeah, it didn't happen to like when
Yo.
they saw other people. That doesn't activate for them of other races. It's just like these guys are not like they're not real to me.
Was there a race that was like, ooh, super happy
Super.
animals,
I'm not sure. Because it wasn't really. I don't know if there was like any
like
correlation to
measuring
like
it or
how.
nothing?
Yeah, if it
Just if it
was like
showed up.
it was just like if it showed up or not.
Oh,
I don't know if it was like a. I mean, I'm sure it was like there was some people who had like, oh, this one's like brighter than the
yeah,
rest or
yeah,
something.
yeah.
I don't remember exactly like that part. I just remember the test showing that like white people did not. It did not
Did
activate
not
as
show up
much
at
for
all.
the most part.
I don't know, man.
For most people, like on the generally did not
Yeah,
they did not
but
activate.
also like I'll give white people one leeway. Like when you put white people in like a big basket like that, because like I feel like French people would have like a different maybe reaction than like
Yeah,
German people. Maybe
yeah.
I don't know.
Well, this is an American test though,
Oh, okay, okay,
so
okay.
yeah,
Yeah,
like I
it's
said,
like
it wasn't like a worldwide thing.
yeah. Oh,
No,
that's so
I
crazy,
feel like in
man.
France it's a lot more. I feel like people are a lot more like unified there. It's weird though
Yeah,
because in other countries people are like, oh, the reason America is so divided is because they're not homogenous, because they're all not all the same race like
yeah,
China. But people in France, I feel like they see themselves as like we're all French.
yeah. Like you see a black person and be like, "wee wee," and
Oui, oui, and then the other white guy's like, oui, oui, that's my French dude.
yeah, 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 yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
like we are French and we're better than you because we're French.
Yeah, you don't hear a lot of racism in France. I hear about some of it in Italy.
Yeah, and well, actually, there is a lot of racism in France towards like African immigrants.
Oh shit.
But if they don't know like French, they're like you're an immigrant and you need to get deported. Like they're like really racist over there. Yeah,
Boo.
like in European countries, like because they're all homogenous for the most part,
Yeah.
they hate like immigrants. Isn't that
Ah.
crazy? But France is one of those countries that takes immigrants. That's why
Yeah.
that like a lot of French like sports teams are all like black guys.
Is it? I heard. I don't look into sports into soccer world at all. But wasn't there like a Portuguese guy that was like trying to stop like Like, if you're black, you can't like play for other teams or something.
The Portuguese guy?
Yeah, I heard something. A Portuguese like coach
Oh, I'm not sure.
that he was like advocating for like if you're black, you can't play for any other team besides African countries.
Oh, I don't know.
I don't know.
I have no idea. I just know that people were mad about France, like their like team turning to like all black players within like 3 years. People were like mad about that. But it's just like, bro, these guys gave you like two World Cups already. Like, how are you
True.
gonna be
How you
mad?
gonna be
How are
mad,
you gonna be
bro?
mad? That's insane. I remember I tried to look up like how much of the world, how much of the population of France is actually even black
Hmm.
to consider like because usually that's how you measure like if it's like proportional to the population or not. Like
Hmm.
oh, if it's 60% population is white, you would could think the national team would be 60% white.
Yeah.
But I was trying to look at the demographics. Apparently, France doesn't take like U.S. like a census like in terms of race.
Really?
Yeah, they don't do that.
Just willy nilly over
They
there.
don't care about statistics like that. They
What
don't care
the
about if they're
fuck? And
yeah
you would think France is like one of those places, at
yeah.
least in my head.
No, I think of like France as being a very mixed country, but like I said, there's no way of knowing.
Dude, that's so crazy to me. Uh, uh, like, have you ever looked at like, and this isn't to disparage other countries,
Yeah,
but like, have you ever seen like those videos of like our special forces and then like special forces and like not
other
to dunk
countries,
on, yeah,
and
I
they're
was
like
gonna name
super
one.
tiny dudes.
Not even that they're tiny, but like our special forces will have like tactical gear and stuff,
Yeah,
and their stuff has like it just says like special unit right here, and it's just like ooh,
and you can tell their pockets are not full.
like what are these guys like? I don't know, man. Maybe they did get super trained, but like,
Yeah,
what are these guys gonna do like in a firefight with like nothing to like
yeah,
armor, like just literally just says like special unit right here on
yeah,
like a normal T-shirt.
yeah,
Like, like what?
yeah. And generally, they're smaller too. You know,
But I like how you're like, yeah, short fucks. Huh?
I it's a real that's a very huge advantage if
That
you're not strong.
true. No, but you could be small. You could be small and strong.
That's what I'm saying. If you're not strong,
Yeah,
then I mean, you have to
you're
be
at a
strong. You have to
disadvantage.
be super
Yeah.
strong if you're going to be small. So, but the
Shit.
thing is, if you're in the special forces, those guys are already pretty like at their limit in terms of like how strong they can be.
You ever seen that one that the India's strongest man? He has like a 500 bench press, and then Ashton Hall went over there and he like broke it in like a day.
Ashton Hall, no.
He Ashton Hall is the guy who was doing the morning routines. He was like washing his face and shit.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he
Is
went
that
over
the guy
there.
who was like who wants to look young? That guy?
I don't
Or are you
know.
talking about somebody else? Maybe there's tons of morning routine YouTubers.
Yeah, there probably is.
Yeah.
Well, they all started probably parodying him because he was the one that became super famous. He was the
Oh,
Saratoga water guy.
Saratoga. I don't know what Saratoga.
Uh,
You keep talking about you, but like
Saratoga
we
water.
should make this skit about Saratoga water, and I'm like, yeah, let's do it. And then I don't know what he's talking about at
Because
the
we just
time.
have to change the name, literally. It
Yeah.
just has to be like stupid shit water for when you get super thirsty. When you get stupid shit thirsty. All right, hit the box. Hit
Hit the
the
box.
box.
Hit the box.
If you could make any video game instantly, what would it be about? I think this
Mm.
isn't even. This is gonna sound like, oh yeah, he's just trying to say this like because of this episode. But I honestly think like, you know how they have like Norse mythology, they have like Egyptian mythology, they
Yeah.
have Black myth, Wukong. What
Oh,
if they had just straight up all like the Aztec like gods and
Assassin's Creed
shit?
style.
Yeah, bro. That would be actually so odd.
Dude.
Like you have a god, like
Yeah,
we
yeah,
have
yeah.
crazy gods, bro. There's like
Oh,
gods
a
of
God of
snakes and
War,
shit.
a God of War game.
But like his name is
Aztec.
like Tiku
Yeah.
Tiku.
His
Like
name
the names be crazy, bro. I'm gonna be honest. But
is
you,
Chicloquaclid.
yeah, bro. That would go so hard, bro. And
Can you
then
imagine like a freaking what is it? What's that Pokemon? The Quake.
Rayquaza,
Rayquaza.
dude, that would be
Coming from the sky.
awesome. And then we could have our gods fight against like the Native American because they're not the same. The Native
No.
American gods and then
Yeah.
like the like Hawaiian. They what do they believe in?
The Samoan ones, they have like they follow the stars.
They follow
They
something.
Mother Earth and
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah, they follow like elemental shit or something.
elementals.
Yeah, that'd be
Moana.
pretty cool. I think that would be so
That would be
fire,
cool.
bro. Because literally, it seems like they're running out of shit to make.
Yeah.
They're literally making like so many samurai shit. They've literally made so many like pirate shit, so many like medieval shit. Like
Yeah.
they gotta find something else,
In
bro.
the next 20 years, there's probably gonna be one in the making.
Right? That's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm hoping
Yeah.
at least, bro.
Yeah, because they are gonna. You're right. They are gonna run out of shit.
They already are like
Yeah,
it's already
they can't. They're
happened
because they've already done the thing where they go into the future and then like, oh, let's go back. Oh, shit, let's make the same stuff that we did 10 years ago.
for real.
And now what are they gonna do? Now they're stuck. They can't really. They have to innovate again.
They have to literally either make up a brand new culture or go into other cultures. Which
Yeah,
okay, fine. If you don't want to go to ours, you go into like Philippines. They got some pretty cool shit too.
yeah.
Go to Thailand. You go to like a lot of places. It's not just like white, black, and Asian.
Yeah.
You kind of forgetting about a big group there.
Well, even then, they don't even dabble in black too much. Now that I think about
Nah,
it,
not really. Yeah,
that's
not
probably
at
next.
all. If
Actually,
anything,
yeah, because I like they could totally do like a Black Panther like theme game. They haven't done that yet. I don't
they
think, have
literally
they?
took their like black guy and they put him in Japan for
Oh yeah, the
for
samurai
yeah,
game,
for
right?
shadows.
Yeah,
Like okay. Oh, because one black guy like in the past, like
yeah.
he
He
did
became a
he became a
samurai.
samurai, so they're like, oh yeah, automatically definitely have to have a whole video game about a black guy in Japan, which
Yeah,
I heard was pretty good. But at the same time, like imagine if you made a game about a black guy in a black situation, like a black setting, like
yeah.
for their culture, like instead of just
Oh, dude,
implanting in another
they
culture,
should
like
make a game of like a Mexican dude in the 40s, like
just kidding.
infiltrating like Capone's mob.
Yo, they should definitely be like a ragtag group. I don't know how they're gonna fit this in, but like of just Latinos.
Oh, dude, did you ever play the game The Warriors? It's based on the movie The
I was
Warriors.
literally about to be like, they made a game of it.
Dude, it's such a cool
Oh,
game.
really?
It's literally like gangs. It's like you go
Nice.
up and beat up other gangs, and there's like,
Yo,
yeah, dude, that's such a cool game. They should make that. They should make another one.
they should make like Pilsen
Yeah,
versus like
pro
humble.
gang game. No, actually, that would
Nah,
be
that'd be
that. Yeah,
so
that'd be so bad.
bad.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. It would be a fun game, but it would promote such terrible
Yeah,
culture in the
promote so
city.
much
Yeah,
violence.
that'd be a bad idea, actually.
Nah, but honestly though, like something that like I'm just tired of the same shit.
Yeah,
Honestly, bro. Like
dude, I think that like that God of War type game with Aztec mythology, that game would go so cool. That
like
game would be so
there
cool.
and there's actually so many like gods and stuff.
Yeah,
You wouldn't get them all in just one game. You could
nah,
actually build sequels off of
yeah,
it, and like
yeah,
and like it wouldn't be like a man. We're really picking at straws here. It's like
yeah,
no, we actually have like over 1,000 gods.
yeah.
Like
We have so many stories to choose from too. Like,
you don't
and
have
even
to you
even
don't have
if
to
you
make up
don't
nothing.
use like even if you don't use like the stories, like if you even if you don't want to rip off the stories, there's so much room for you to like intertwine your own stories in there.
Yeah, bro. Like I mean, honestly, at this point, it's only a matter of time
Yeah,
because they're gonna see like a part of what I said. Like they're gonna see that like there's actually a huge market that they're missing, and as
yeah,
soon as like they see that other people will buy from that market,
yeah, yeah,
then they'll
yeah.
just start making hella of that.
Hmm.
I mean, you like technically what I'm describing is literally what's happening with WWE. Like if you think about it, wrestling in the WWE fashion, where I'm not trying to step on any toes, where it's scripted, that's already been happening for years in La Lucha Libre in Mexico.
Yeah,
But you just put on another thing,
yeah,
WWE, and now you give it to America, and now you put like a whole bunch of people like Triple H, Stone Cold Steve Austin, like a bunch of these people that now make it more Americanized. But you're literally just taking natural
yeah,
Lucha Libre, and
yeah,
you're literally just replicating it.
yeah,
So you already know how to make video games where it's about like a mythology or like a culture of people. Take what's already been proven to work, which is
yeah,
using that into a video game, and just utilize a part of a culture that
yeah.
hasn't been talked about
There's a market for it. I feel like that's the only. Well, actually, that's probably literally the only reason stopping developers from doing stuff is that they feel like they're not gonna make money off of
yet.
a
Literally, that's
Mexican
it.
mythology game.
That's it. And they if it's better for them, I
Yeah,
mean, they don't even have to call it Mexican. They could call it like Mayan or Aztec. Because actually,
yeah.
you know what blew my mind? Like the Aztec and the Mayan Empire, like
I don't.
Guatemala.
Did they exist around the same time?
I think Mayan came after Aztec.
Okay.
And did you know that like Guatemala, like they're actually Mayan?
Yeah.
Like if you like we're low key like super duper like cousins. Like not even just
Yeah.
us, like all Latin America. Like
Yeah.
we're all low key cousins, but it's just that like more people got like more colonized.
Yeah.
So if you actually go into like Central America, those people look super indigenous, like
Yeah.
super because the like
They didn't really
colonizers, they
get
didn't
touched.
go that
Yeah,
far in there.
yeah,
So if you go to the outskirts, like that's when you start to see like Jalisco, like that shit is like on the
yeah.
tip of like where you would go with ports and shit. So like obviously everybody who lands there is gonna be, if they're
White.
Spanish and they start integrating with the culture and the people there, they're all gonna come all
Yeah,
white.
I'm 50% white. Isn't that weird to think about?
You?
Yeah,
Holy shit!
dude. I'm from Jalisco, by the way. But
Really?
yeah,
You're from Jalisco?
yeah.
What the? Wait, both your parents?
No, my dad is from Morelia,
Oh, okay.
so he's not from Jalisco. But somehow I'm still like I did like a DNA test, and I'm literally 49% white.
What the?
Isn't that crazy? Yeah. All right, we're gonna have to cut it right here, and we'll talk about it. You should take a DNA test. You
I'm
guys should take a
Chinese.
DNA test if you guys want your information DNA stolen, just like they collect data and stuff like that. Yeah, we'll be back.
BlackRock bought it. Alrighty, what's up, guys? You want to hit the box in?
Yes, I will hit the box
Alright.
for me. I mean, yes, for us. We'll hit the box for us.
Hit the box. Hit the box.
Oh,
Hit
this
the
is a
box. Hit
freaking
the box.
compact one. I think this has got to be a cartoon one.
This
I
has
think.
to be a cartoon.
Cartoon
One,
one.
bro.
We've been waiting for the cartoon questions.
This was not supposed to be a serious episode. This was supposed to start with cartoons.
All right.
The cartoons and political episode.
Cartoons and politics. Do you think you could convince your girl to do some with the third? To do some with the third.
To do something with the third.
To do some with the third.
With this conversation came up before the podcast even started, but I told
Yeah.
I told Rico, like, don't even say nothing, just save it
Yeah,
until
yeah.
we get on the podcast. So do you think you could?
Yeah, I could do it.
Wait, actually, only girl or boy, or what are we talking about?
I want to do it with a boy.
Ew,
Yuck.
I don't want another
Dude,
girl.
I remember what's it called in high school. In high school, yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah.
What are you about to say?
What's it called? In high school, when
What?
when we first met.
This is gonna sound gay, guys.
But this guy should have been in a modeling agency. No,
Shit.
no, what's it called? We're in high school, and me becoming like really good friends. He's like, dude, in the future, we're gonna two-man a girl. And I remember, like, I was like, dude,
I
what?
said that.
Yeah, you said that.
Fuck.
And I was like, dude, because we were like getting super close, and he's like, dude, in the future, bro, we're such good. He was like, we're such good friends, bro. Like, bro, we're gonna, dude. I promise, bro, we're gonna two-man a girl in the future. And I was like, I remember looking at him like, dude, what are you talking about? He's like, dude, it'll be like a we're homies like that. And I'm like, I don't want to do that. And he's like, okay, we'll do a what's it called? I'll take one girl and then you take another girl, and we'll be in the same room though.
Why is that bad? Why is that bad though? Okay. Okay, I don't think that now. Okay, I don't think that's so cool now. But like, I do kind of remember saying that back then. This was my logic, right? This is my logic, right? Me and Rico were virgins back then, so I was like, dude, imagine. Actually, no, never mind. I was gonna say, like, imagine if it's cool if we did the same.
Lose our virginity.
Never mind, forget it.
Is that what you were going to say? Wouldn't it be so cool if we lost our virginity to the same girl?
No. But I mean, like, well, because there's a story that I could bring up. You didn't hear. We're gonna have to like do more editing for this. but you didn't hear that one story.
This whole thing is bleep for like 10, 30
Literally,
seconds.
bro. There was a story of our high school. You don't remember of that one? Because this when I feel like this was talked about was when this happened. Okay, you did not hear about. There was a guy in our group in our class who did something with a girl in our class, also in our graduating class, with her and her little sister who was
oh yeah, I did.
You don't remember that? Yeah. So when that happened, we started talking about it, and I was like, that's crazy. So like,
we should do that. That's again, that was one guy, two girls.
Okay. What
you
about two girls?
Tires?
What about two girls?
Did
two
you
two
watch
girls.
the first episode?
Okay,
of Tires?
be honest. Would that be the worst though? Let's say, right? Let's say, because
Are you expecting me to trade?
No.
Okay.
I mean,
Okay. I feel like I had to bring that up because you would have been like, of course.
I mean,
we gotta
depends.
trade. I am tired. I'm bored.
Okay, you want to be honest? You want to know where my head's at? My head is at, we're in Miami. We're on a yacht.
Yeah.
I got a bad bitch in the den. You got a bad bitch in the front of the boat.
Yeah.
Let's say we both go to get lemonade from like the fridge.
We're taking a break.
And then I look at you, you look at me, and I just say, "You want to switch?" And then you take the red bone, and I take the yellow bit,
No,
bitch.
I don't think I want to switch
What?
because I feel like your juices are still on there, bro.
What? Where? What?
On her? I don't know.
What?
That's
What?
weird, bro. I don't want to do that.
Too bad.
Too bad. I will race you.
Too bad.
I'm racing you to the back. I'm
Literally,
racing you
I'll go
back.
back. I'll go back to where you
No,
can.
I know that's what I'm saying. No, yo, she's my dude. Yeah, first one in wins.
Well, what if you think you won and then you
But
turn her
I'm
over
already
and
in.
I'm also there?
Then you're gonna be like, "See, bro, I told you we'd do it too, man.
No, I'm
Dude,
playing,
I
I'm
told
playing.
you."
Oh my god! Obviously now I would never do something like that. But I'm just trying to think of my high school head. Like, what the fuck was I thinking?
High school head, bro. I'm
High
trying to get
school
some high
head.
school head.
Yo.
Hey, yeah.
All right, hit the box.
Hit the box.
Hit the box.
That was a joke. All the universities that are looking at me for a potential admission. That was a joke.
It's a joke.
I want college head, to be clear. Would you rather become the best fighter, lover, or driver?
Because each one has their own little chiste.
Drive. Well, okay. Why?
If you're a fighter, like the best fighter means that you can go up against anyone and you have like a 60% chance of winning. So like you go against Mike Tyson and you have a 60% chance of winning.
Yeah.
Maybe you're gonna strangle him, maybe whatever, right?
Because he could still get. He can still punch me out
He can
with
still
one
punch me,
punch.
he can still beat the fuck out of you,
Yeah,
but
he can still knock you out
you
with
have
one
a
punch.
60% chance, right?
Uh-huh.
Or you could be a lover, which with that now you have a 60% chance of meeting any woman that's consenting and have the ability to get her in the sack. Or a driver, which is you can get to any destination under let's say like on the GPS it says like 20 minutes to get there, you can get there in 10.
I would take driver.
Really?
Yeah.
Over a fighter and lover?
Yeah.
Why?
Uh, at Formula One.
True. You could make money off. Well, I guess which one makes the most money?
Formula One.
Really?
Dude, do you know how much? You know, Formula One's like $1 trillion industry.
Really?
Yeah, dude. You know, they don't even advert. They don't even. They rarely ever have it on TV over here because the demographic of people who watch Formula One are all in Europe, rich as Europeans.
Oh, damn! I
Isn't
didn't
that-
even think about that.
Dude, I mean, you know, the sponsorships of NBA and NFL are like beer and stuff. Sponsorships of Formula One are Rolex.
What the
Yeah.
hell?
The tracks,
I don't
the
watch it.
tracks of Formula One have like literally like Rolex on them.
Whoa, that kind of blows my mind because in my head, like the bit, like out of those three, I thought the one that makes most money would be like a Conor McGregor, who like is in
Nah,
mixed martial arts. Really? Wait,
because
okay. What's the salary of like a Formula One driver then?
these guys get paid. Well, obviously, athletes themselves get paid millions of dollars.
So what?
Formula One drivers, they could probably get paid like $1 million, and then they get bonuses if they win.
Because Conor McGregor probably makes like, I mean, depends on the fight and if he
Yeah,
fights.
it does. Well, I don't know. I don't know exactly how much the contracts are worth.
But
But
I think he broke it because when he was doing his thing, he broke the ceiling of what you could be paid.
yeah,
So like basically he's the poster child for if
Yeah.
you want to make it.
yeah,
So I'm just thinking, right? Because like damn, so like motherfuckers are literally getting hit in the head when they could just become drivers.
yeah. Well, the thing is, there's a way worse. There's a greater chance of dying in Formula One
Oh shit!
because
true.
you're going 300 miles an hour. I think they average. I think you can go up to 300 miles an hour, but they average 200 miles an hour.
Dude, that's crazy. What do you think the greater risk of is dying in? Getting in a NASCAR, like NASCAR car?
A NASCAR?
Is that how you say it?
I think so.
NASCAR car?
A NASCAR? Getting into the NASCAR?
You get into a in going 300 miles per hour, or with your experience now, right, as a
Yeah.
novice, or getting into an MMA ring as a novice versus a professional MMA fighter. Which one do you think you're most likely to die in?
Probably Formula One. Well, that's the thing though.
Are they trying to kill you,
Are they
the
trying to?
professional?
Yeah, I was gonna say, is there a referee? Oh, but even then, even if there is a referee, he can't stop a fatal blow before it happens.
exactly, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah. But the things with the Formula One, like, even if I was trained beforehand, like those guys are like superhuman in terms of like
The reaction
the
times.
reaction
and
times
everything,
are like
yeah.
actually like they're professional.
You play Call of Duty.
I do play Call of Duty. Yeah, I do play Call of Duty.
Supposedly, I remember growing up and it was like, oh, like gamer facts or whatever. It's
Yeah.
like people who play Call of Duty are actually they have a quicker response time actually.
No, yeah, I mean that
Like
is true
that's true.
because that's why like you would think like if there was any sport where women could be equal, it would be video games,
And they're just not.
and they're just not.
That's crazy. What about as a
Because
sniper
think about
wolf?
it. Because think about it, like women technically, like it's just brain. It's just like you can. It's just game intelligence and reaction
Reaction
speed.
time. That's it.
That's it.
Yeah,
It
it's literally game like ball IQ almost, but
right.
just game.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you don't need the actual
just
athleticism.
knowing the maps and
Just knowing the
shit where
maps
people
and
are gonna
shit. Yeah.
push. Damn, that's true.
And I don't know if you've seen esports teams. They're all either like super fat or like super like skinny guys who play video games over
All
eating.
day. That's
Yeah,
like all they do.
yeah.
Dude, that blows my mind.
Or
Like,
you get the occasional jack dude.
yeah, oh, but
Yeah,
like they're like one in like they literally
like
will like focus on them
yeah,
sometimes and be like, this is what a gamer could be because they know that
yeah,
90% of the crowd does not look like that.
yeah,
But yeah, that does blow my mind. When I was growing up, I used to be like, man, to be on the on professional like phase roster, like you must
yeah,
be so cool. But
yeah.
like now that I'm thinking about it, and like,
Those guys waste your life. Not waste. That's the thing. If you don't make it professional, you did waste your
yeah, you
life.
did. That's the thing.
You did
Like
waste your
you have
life.
to become like the top 1% to be
Yeah,
like, I did not waste my life. But if
yeah,
you're practicing every day and you don't even get on a team and like,
yeah. Well, probably now you can probably get scholarships, but I'm saying like for basketball, like if you
true.
don't make it professional, like you can at least get a college degree out of it.
Well, supposedly esports, it's like losing money, right? Like you just can't make
Yeah,
money off of it.
it's hard. It's hard, but because of sponsorships, which is why I think Formula One would be the best.
True.
Because, like I said, if you're
Fuck.
getting sponsored by Rolex, the racetrack itself was getting sponsored by Rolex, and then like the actual Ferrari company is entrusting you to drive one of two of their cars that they have, like the sponsorship's going to be rolling in.
I have another question too, since you might be able to know this, but
Yeah,
I don't know anything about NASCAR. So when you're in like other like MMA, right? For example, you
yeah,
have a prime. You cannot be in an MMA for like 20 years. No
yeah,
way.
yeah, yeah,
There's like a set number
yeah,
for like the just the amount your body can move the way you want it to.
yeah.
So for NASCAR, is it just like can a guy be there forever, just as long as his
Um,
reaction time is there, or
yeah. There's guys
damn?
who are literally have like white hair and still.
And
The
and
Formula One is the top of the. It's like the Premier League kind of like the top of the league
yeah,
because
yeah.
there's Formula Two, Formula
Hmm.
Three, and then there's lower divisions. So there are guys who are even in the lower divisions who
They've been there
they've been there
forever.
forever,
Yo.
but yeah, and they're like old. But there's this one guy I forgot his first name. I don't know if his name is Carlos Alonso, something Alonso.
Uh-huh.
He You can tell he looks old, and he's been in like the Formula One for like his entire career since he was like in his early 20s, and he's probably like 40 or 40 something already.
Mm.
So yeah, but also the younger people take advantage of him because he's old and he has like a family and kids now, so they'll like do dangerous moves on him, and it's
That's
always like
fucked
it is fucked
up.
up because they always say like
Just be like,
yeah, they'll
"Ah!"
no, they'll dangerous moves to get in like to get in front of him because
Yeah.
they always like know like he has something to live for.
I was literally about to say the same thing. Like this guy got someone to live for.
Yeah, exactly. So he's like he's gonna move out of the way because he doesn't want
301
to die.
miles.
But I'm like the other guys are willing to die for it.
Damn. But
But
I
it
mean, low
yeah,
key, if they're willing to die for it, they should.
they should be there. I
Yeah.
mean, but also at the same time, like none of these guys like grew up like struggling as like for like to fight like they needed this job to get out of the hood.
That's another aspect of
All of
it.
these guys, it's a weird aspect where all these guys already had super rich parents. Like they're not self-made.
True. Yeah, I did hear about that one guy who basically bought him his way into
Yeah,
the
there's a guy who his dad bought the Formula One
team
company.
or some
He
shit,
bought the
right?
Formula One team, and then he's like, "My son's gonna be the driver," and he's the worst driver in history. In history, but people, I remember seeing like reading like stuff like this is actually a good thing because now we can know like what an average driver will be like compared to these professionals,
Yeah, true,
which is
true,
pretty
true.
cool to watch, honestly. But there's this Japanese guy who is on there. He's pretty trash. But it's just like a weird thing because it's like, oh, a non-European guy's on Formula One and he's terrible.
Just bad.
There is a guy who is non-European. He's Australian and he's actually one of like the top 10.
There's a Mexican, no? There's Mexican
There's a
top
Mexican
10?
guy, yeah. There's Mexicans have always
Been in top 10?
not top 10, but that guy. There's like there's always a Mexican sprinkled in there. Yeah, but the one guy, Alexander Hamilton. Not Alex. Is that his name? Not Alexander. That sounds like a president.
That,
Lewis Hamilton. Lewis Hamilton.
because there's the
Alexander Hamilton was the
The
president, I
play.
think. Yeah, the play
Yeah.
Hamilton. Oh yeah, that is about Alexander Hamilton. I meant Lewis Hamilton. Lewis Hamilton. He was like he's actually the greatest. Well, actually not anymore because there's a guy who's current. He was the greatest of all time, and there's a guy who's in the league who was literally like running it, like giving him a run for his money. Like they think this guy's the greatest of all time now.
Dang.
Max Verstappen, and he's like 10 years younger than him, or not 10, but he was like 19 when he started Formula One, which is crazy, like a crazy young age for somebody to do.
That's pretty cool.
It is pretty cool, but also he has like a people like know that he's like mentally unstable because like his dad like forced him to like be this like monster on the
He,
track.
it's so funny to like think that like you guys at the same time
Yeah,
while you were at the park, like you're crying because your dad was making you
yeah,
like play baseball. Like his dad was like,
forcing,
faster, faster.
yeah, forcing him to go like 200 miles an hour.
Dude, when he's like
You're
6.
not fast enough.
You're
Yeah,
not fast enough.
you're
Yeah,
not.
he's literally going like faster than like most like faster than most
Yeah,
grown adults have ever gone in their life,
yeah,
and he's just like not fast enough. Dude,
yeah,
that freaks me out a little bit about those like parents, like LeVar Ball and them, like
yeah,
when they project their dream onto like other
yeah.
their kids, because
That's
like
how most. I feel like that's how most professional
yeah,
athletes
it's
become
sad because
professionals.
that's how you do it,
That's how you do it.
but you low key do have
Yeah,
to sacrifice your childhood in order
yeah,
to do it.
yeah. Like Lewis. Okay, so back to Lewis Hamilton,
Back to Alexander
the
Hamilton.
the
Dun,
greatest
dun,
of
dun,
all
dun,
time.
dun.
He's like the one of the only people, probably like yeah, probably like one of two. I think Ayrton Senna. He's a Brazilian guy. He
Oh,
like
Hamilton is the Mexican.
no Hamilton is British,
Oh, okay.
but he's like he's one. He's the first black champion.
Hmm.
But secondly, he wasn't rich. His
Oh,
dad worked two jobs
to send them
to
there.
send him to send him to racing camps so that he could race.
It's fire.
Yeah, that is crazy. And he what's it called? But you know how like it's a super like rich like white like watched like white European like
Like
those are
sport.
those are the most supporters of
Yeah,
of that demographic.
yeah.
When like COVID was happening and all the police shootings were happening, he would like wear shirts of like say their
BLM.
names, yeah, BLM, and they like changed the rules. They're like, oh yeah, you can't wear non F1 sponsored clothes anymore. Yeah, because he
Bruh.
was like speaking out on that stuff. Yeah,
Bruh.
because he's got like dreads and he has like he's like tatted up. So
Just,
they're like he's just like not the person that
just
you
expressing himself, bro.
right.
And they're like, "No, we can't have this. No,
Yeah,
sorry,
yeah,
sorry."
we can't have this.
Actually, after 1,000 years, we made a mess up in the rules, guys. You actually can't wear whatever the fuck you want.
Yeah,
Actually,
exactly, bro.
what
It's
the fuck?
crazy.
As soon as a black guy comes, like, what?
yeah, yeah, it's crazy.
Want to hit the Bucks?
Yeah, with the Bucks.
Hit the Bucks.
Hit the Bucks.
Hopefully, this is one. Yeah, it's one. Alrighty, we're getting into the cartoons.
Oh, nice! Finally,
What's one cartoon world you want to live in?
Ooh.
What's that? Oh shit!
I kind of like the Amazing World of Gumball.
That would be super
That is
fire.
that's like a hot rod type like neighborhood.
Yeah.
area, you know what I mean? Like just create like fun shit happening all the time. But I also do like Adventure Time. Adventure Time's world.
I kind of want to pick a place where nobody dies, so I don't have to worry about that.
SpongeBob.
I feel like people die.
SpongeBob.
Like you never seen that one episode with the hooks, where like you never see them again.
They do come back.
Do they?
Yeah, it's only SpongeBob, Patrick, and Squidward that get taken up, and Mr. Krabs. I'm pretty sure.
Basically, Pokemon. I want to be in Pokemon, where like I can get blasted out of a cannon and like
Oh yeah, and
sprinkled,
they're just like.
and then the next episode they're just fine.
Yeah.
I want to go there. Honestly. And there's some bad bitches in Pokemon. Bad bitches.
Teenagers.
We shit. Nah. For real though, they got some bad, like actual grown-ups in Pokemon. Officer Jenny,
I think I'd want
Where's
to go
Joy?
to Adventure Time.
Cynthia. Adventure Time.
Yeah.
Okay. Here's the thing I don't like about Adventure Time. You guys like if you were living in that world,
Yeah.
you guys got like vampires and like there's episodes of like them going into the underworld and shit. Like that's a possibility if you're living there. Like
Yeah.
like you might get fucked with demons.
Yeah.
You want that?
Well, I mean, if Finn, the human, who's a normal dude, can like fight these people,
He's not normal, bro.
yeah, he is.
He's not normal, bro.
You don't think so?
Nah.
I need to find. Well, the thing is, I would find a magical companion, and then I would
True.
I would learn magic because you can learn magic.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's not just people are just mystical creatures. Like you can learn that.
Huh. I
Some
didn't
people
know
are
that.
gifted for the most part. But I mean, even then, even if you weren't like in that, I feel like you could still live like a normal life as like a shop owner.
But okay, here's my thing with that, right? Why would you go? Why would you want to go into a magical world and be like a shop owner? I kind of want to go into a world where like I'm gonna like become something.
Oh,
Like
okay.
I said at the beginning of this, I said I fuck myself because by cartoons, I don't know why. Like I include anime always. Like in my head, anime
Oh,
is
I didn't
cartoons.
even. Okay, well, I mean, I don't have any anime to like be
Yeah,
like draw from, but
I would love to be in an anime where everybody looks so brolic. Like I could literally like
like Baki.
yeah, Dragon Ball Z Kai, where everyone is just like
Those guys are not
brick.
humans.
Oh, true, they're Super Saiyans. But even
Yeah,
the humans, Yamcha was a human,
yeah, but he works hard to be
but
where
he
he's
died.
at.
He's literally like the one character that dies in the beginning,
Yeah,
and he never gets brought back for some reason. You know what's so funny?
because
I
he's a
do
human.
not care about like Dragon Ball at all, but I like my uncle he used to watch it and he used to have like the video games for it, and I would sometimes play them with them. And like just looking at them, right? Like if you're a little kid, you just look at the characters, and whichever one looks the coolest, you're like, "Oh, I want to be that one." I would always pick Yamcha, and they would always laugh at me. And it wasn't until I grew up I realized, like, oh,
He's just a
he's the meme of the
pathetic
group.
human.
He
Yeah,
was the one that like literally he dies and he never gets brought back. And Goku gets brought back like limited times. Like
yeah.
they've literally had the chance to bring back multiple people, and they just forget about Yamcha.
You're like, I think he
We
had a good
got
run.
you.
He had a good run.
Yeah, exactly. It's like what? Like they can literally bring people back. Like it's no consequence, and it's just like we'll get you next time, buddy. He's still in heaven. That's
Yeah.
crazy. He has like a kid and shit. I'm pretty sure. Like, they're just like nah,
Do you
nah.
think you'd be able to be somebody in the Dragon Ball Z world?
Okay, I'm talking about. Okay,
Because that's what I'm. Because now that you brought that up, I think I'd have to change my answer.
I mean, if we're gonna like, if I wasn't shit in that world, I could literally just have with like because that's how it works. Like they have kids and stuff,
Yeah.
so I could literally just do it with a lady that's super strong, and then my offspring would be strong, and then I would literally be in the plot just because I'm the
Yeah,
dad.
dude. That's what I'm saying, bro. Like a number, like a number. If it not number one reason, number two reason is the cheeks you can clap in that world.
Bro,
Adventure time.
because low key they do not have like the riz that we have in this world. Like you could go back there and be like, "Hey, what's that on your shoulder? What shoulder?" And be like, and then you just like, get the fuck over here.
What did you do there?
Okay, when the girl's around,
Taking notes.
when there's a girl here, you just go like, "What's that on your shoulder?" And she's like, "What? No, I mean this one." And then she'll be like, "What?" And then you're just like, "Oh, nothing." Or there's another one that you guys might like this one. If you're like with a consensual, right? The vibes have to be right.
Obviously.
The vibes have to be right, right? But like you're just like this one works more in the movies, right? Like if the movie's starting or whatever, you're just seeing like ads. You be like, you just turn to her and you'd be like, "Oh, you want to play fire truck?" And then she'd be like, How do you play that?" And then you'd be like, "My hand is a fire truck," and then you just tell me red light to stop, and then she's like, "Okay," and then you go, and then she'd be like, "What?" And you should be like, "Red light," and then that's when you're like, "Well, fire trucks don't stop at red lights."
Ah!
And then she's like, "Ah!" Not
You
really.
remember
Cut
the
that.
move there?
Maybe.
That's like, ah!
Maybe. Who knows, man? This probably gonna get cut
The
up,
fucking choker.
bro. Some is like that, bro. That freaked me out the first time someone told me to choke them because I didn't know how to, and they were just like harder.
Dude, I'd
I
be
wasn't doing it
scared.
super hard
I'd
though.
be scared to do that.
Like because supposedly people are like, "Oh, they don't even know how to choke," and it's just like,
Yeah.
"How do you choke someone, motherfucker?" I'm supposed to
Like
make
I'm putting my
not.
weight on your
I'm
neck.
supposed to make sure air doesn't pass through. Like, how am I? What is the technique? What are you supposed to do?
Yeah.
Alright, man. We just gotta hit the box.
Yeah,
Honestly.
hit the box. We're getting too much into cartoon cheeks.
Yeah. Cartoon cheeks.
Cartoon cheeks.
That's the name of this episode.
Cartoon
Cartoon
cheeks.
cheeks. Alrighty. Oh, this one. I really like this one. You can hack into every single one of blank. What is it? So this could be an example: cars, banks, computers, ATMs. You pick
ATMs.
ATMs. Damn, that actually is pretty good.
Yeah.
But what if you were able to hack like a computer and then you could just like add a bunch of zeros to your bank account?
No, that'd be caught though.
Would it?
Yeah.
An ATM, it wouldn't be caught on your account.
No, it would just be drawn out cash that's already in the ATM. If you can hack an
Oh, true, true,
ATM
true, true,
and you just use it to buy your groceries and stuff.
true. What if I just hack? I mean, there's that, but literally a shortcut to that. If you were to be able to rob Bitcoin ATMs, you could literally just hit one.
Oh yeah,
Don't even have to hit another
dude.
ATM for
Okay,
like the
that's a
next
good
five
one,
years. Like,
dude. Okay, yeah. I was gonna say,
because a normal
are there
ATM,
Bitcoin ATMs?
yeah. Don't ask me how. It was
You try
so
looking up how
funny.
to hack one,
It was so funny, bro. I
or were you
remember
just sitting at one?
during COVID, I was trying to like I was hearing a lot about like jobs that like people could just like I remember like because COVID, like everybody was staying indoors, so you would always see like different types of ads, and I would always see like different types of people like pop up on like TikTok and stuff, and they'd be like, bro, this guy pays me like $1,000 a week, and all I got to do is fucking put this and put it over there. And
Yeah,
I'm like, damn, how do people find these jobs? So I used to
yeah,
go on Craigslist a lot. And I remember this. I was talking with this one guy one time, and he was like, I mean, don't ask me how I know this, but he was from India or some shit. I mean, I'm guessing the grammar was super bad, but he kept telling me he kept like supposedly I was gonna be his employee, and basically all I had to do was go from Bitcoin ATM to Bitcoin ATM, and go in there, and he would give me like stuff to put in, and from doing that I would get a payout every week
yeah.
depending on like how many I hit or whatever, and I was just like, fuck,
This is
like
kind
what,
of sketch.
and
Yeah,
then it got the reason I didn't do it was because like it started sounding more sketch, and it got to a point where I was like like at the beginning he sounded very like not formal, but it sounded like when you're onboarding, when they're like, oh, we just need to know like your name, this like what hours, and then when it got into the hours he started getting more aggressive, and it like the Craigslist ad, it like looked, because none of them look professional, right? But
yeah,
like it sounded enough that I was like, oh, this guy just wants me to fucking, because
yeah,
it didn't say ATMs or nothing in the ad, it was just like looking for someone to manage like I think it said like invoices or something, and I was like,
yeah,
I could do invoices. Responded, and then that's when he started with all the weird bank shit or like the ATM shit. And I was like,
yeah.
I don't know if this is
So you don't know exactly what he was gonna have you do to the ATMs?
to this day. No,
Damn.
yeah, we just hit the box at this point.
Okay.
Hit the box. Hit
Hit
the
the
box.
bucks.
Hit
Let's
the box. Hit the
go.
box.
Last question of the
Last
day,
question,
guys.
bro.
Last question. Let's see what we got here. Try and predict next big haircut, Mexican or not.
Because I was thinking about this, right, and I was
Yeah.
like, with the Edgar cut has literally become so like even white people know about the Edgar cut. Like
Yeah.
that's become like synonymous. Like you
Yeah.
could say Edgar cut and everybody knows what you're talking
Yeah.
about. So I was thinking like it could either be Mexican or it could be like something else, like the Boosie fade, like
Yeah.
like something crazy, like a mohawk. Like
Yeah.
what's the next?
I think the next big haircut.
Because in my opinion, a
Dude, there
lot
was.
it's almost been moving back in my
Yeah.
opinion, right? So like it used to be like having big hair, and then it went to like a clean cut, and then it went, in my opinion, like when we were kids at least, like a lot of people had like the little like
This
the
mohawk.
triangle
Yeah, the
thing, right?
mohawk. Yeah.
Yeah, and then now uh, this is just me, it's been going more into like the mullet, or like going more back.
Yeah.
So like, is it gonna go forward, is it gonna go like in the middle,
Or you
is it
think
gonna
it's
be
gonna do
like,
a slick back to like
I don't
cholo vibes?
know, cholo vibes are not bad.
Cholo vibes, they're clean as hell. But uh, I don't know. There was a time in high school where like I would ask for just a fade and they would just give me the Edgar cut, and I'm like, that's not what I asked for.
Dude, that literally happened to me one time. I'm not even kidding. I know exactly what you're talking
Yeah,
about. Like, I asked for like the like a fade,
like a blowout
and
or
they started.
something.
The first thing they started doing was like lining me up. I
Yeah,
was like, "What the fuck?
yeah, and I was just sitting there like, oh
No!"
no, that's not what I
Bro,
wanted.
I hate when they do that. But they
Yeah,
always think we like. I hate, bro. I used to have my friend has one that I'm so jealous of. He has his like widow peak intact. Like they
uh,
never touched it. Like every time he went to the barber, he was like, "Do not touch my fucking widow's peak." And like it looks like it looks nice, bro. Like I don't know how to describe it. It looks like a perfect V.
yeah.
I don't have like when I was a kid. I remember I used to do that, and they just cut it so much
Oh
that it
really?
just
It
doesn't
doesn't
do
grow
that
back?
anymore. Yeah, I guess
Interesting.
not.
Because I
It
know
never came back.
Moy has one, and he just like shaves it off every time. But like it
Really,
grows back. He has a little V stubble every
dude.
time.
Dude, tell him. I mean, maybe he doesn't like it. Some people
Yeah.
don't like it, but in my opinion, I mean, it has to go with your head too, right?
Yeah,
With my friend's haircut, it goes like well with his head.
yeah.
But yeah, man, I used to like. I don't know. I used to like the way it looked. I don't know. I,
You know, there's some people who have like such small foreheads, like their the sides of their hair like grow almost like into the middle of their forehead. Have you seen that?
dude, I know, but I do feel bad about some people in their forehead.
No, no, I'm not talking about big forehead. I'm talking about like small forehead.
No, but like foreheads in general. Like
Oh
I
yeah,
never like when I was a little kid, I was like, yeah, it's forehead, you know, like
yeah.
and what. But like
Well,
when you grow up,
I think when you people, I feel like people don't realize that like some people's foreheads like that's just like the shape of their forehead. Like Ryan Gosling, I always think about this. That guy has a massive forehead, but people still think of him
true,
and Ryan Reynolds too of like as like handsome
good
guys
looking, yeah.
and like not like people who have hair loss, which they don't have. Like I don't think they have receding hairlines. Maybe Ryan Reynolds has a receding hairline now,
With
but
celebrities, you can never know, man. They're
yeah,
probably getting surgeries and all this shit. But
yeah,
you didn't see Bobby Lee went on Ozempic and he's like skinnier.
really,
Like
I
he's
haven't
not
seen.
like a twig yet,
Yeah,
but he's in the metamorphosis. Like you could tell
I haven't seen.
he's way skinnier than what he used to be. I just saw a clip of it. Like I don't even really watch him anymore like that, but he there was a clip of him like I think he was showing like Shia LaBeouf for no reason. He like pulled up his shirt and like he looked way skinnier. I was like, damn.
What the hell?
Like like I don't know how I
Shia
feel about
LaBeouf
that, man, because it's kind of cheating. Like
is cheating.
it's cheating one, which I mean, if you do well, because here's the thing, right? It's not even healthy. Like the way they're
No,
doing it, it's actually fucking up their liver. So
yeah.
like it's not even healthy.
I even what's the
They're
guy
cheating.
from Are You
It's not
Garbage?
it's not fair. Give me some. I want some too, please. And this is bullshit. Well, actually, no. It's actually crazy too because I heard that there was like an Ozempic shortage, and
Yeah,
like the
people
way
like
Ozempic
dealers.
started, it wasn't even for weight loss. It was
No,
actually for I forgot what it was for liver. It was for something
yeah,
like not supposed to be for
yeah. That
like
weight loss was just a side effect.
that like it was actually like made to combat one thing and
Yeah,
everyone just started using it for weight loss and now the people who actually need it to combat that one
yeah.
thing they can't even get it because all the celebrities are trying to use it to get skinny.
That's
What
how
the fuck?
that's how most pharmaceuticals start. Is like
True.
they're trying to solve one problem, and they're like, oh, this one actually makes you grow a lot of hair. So we're
Hmm.
actually, and it does that better than what we're actually trying it to do. So we'll just say it does this, and the side effect is what we're actually is this thing.
Shit,
These
man,
are
they
side
got us.
effects.
They got us.
Yeah. So now they, I mean, I don't have they I don't even think they ever marketed it as a like weight loss drug, right?
Ozempic, like I
Yeah.
feel like now
Now
it
they
kind
probably
of
have
started
to.
starting.
They probably have to.
Like the commercials are super vague, but you can be like, "Hey, that guy's skinnier." Like, what the fuck?
Yeah. I don't
What
know.
does this drug do again? Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, but the guy from Are You Garbage, Foley,
Oh, dude, he went on it and he ended up getting off.
yeah, I heard that he was saying that like it makes him like to have like terrible gas, like it's my gas smells terrible. Which apparently he said it was like he talked to other people. He said that's a universal thing.
Yeah, yeah, that it makes it like I know what you're talking about that when they would go to places that like Kippy would literally be like it smells like raw sewage in here.
Yeah,
That yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about. I mean, man,
that
like
makes me think all those celebrities like those women that like that got on Ozempic. Like I wonder how many of them like had to like leave places
because they're passing gas and it
because they're
just smells like
passing
shit.
gas and it
Well, I
just
mean,
smells
if
like
they're in a
shit.
room with someone like H Foley, then they don't even have to like blame it on. They could.
I doubt they'd be in a room with H Foley.
Who knows, man? Man, low key, that would be a pretty good guess to get H Foley by
H Foley
himself. I
by
think he's
himself.
pretty funny. Like I think if you put him like I've seen him on other podcasts by
Yeah.
himself. That guy from the group, like that guy is almost their Hyman. Like you put him in a room, he'd just be like, oh, "What the fuck is this?" Like that guy just be banstering. But
Yeah.
I feel like that's
Every
what
time I
adds
see
to
a
his
clip of him,
charm.
he always looks like he's fake laughing. Like his eyes don't move at all when his mouth
Oh,
like
that's
opens
like a
up.
joke about him. Yeah, that
Oh,
his eyes are like what
he's
the
like, like it's so weird. You'd be like, like you wouldn't even be like, I'm like that guy's faking.
but also me personally he gives me like uncle energy
Yeah,
like fun uncle energy which like I don't know I really like so I feel like I don't know
yeah.
I would love to have him as
I don't really have a fun uncle.
a
Maybe
really
I think feel like you're like craving that having back a fun like having a fun uncle again.
I feel like I do have fun uncles but like yeah you're right like they're kind of growing up so like they're not so fun anymore
Yeah,
but like Yeah, I guess that's just his charm, right? To like always be, because Coco Diaz kind of has that same thing going on. Maybe not uncle,
Yeah.
but like you're
He's definitely
funny.
that. He's definitely like that. No, he's definitely like that. Your dad's cousin that like his mom told him to stay away from,
Yup,
and he
yup.
keeps coming back to the function.
Like don't repeat what he says, and then
Yeah,
he'd be like, "What's up, cocksuckers?" Like that. Yeah, yeah. That's
here's
Coco.
$100 on tell your mother,
That's definitely Coco Diaz.
and I'll tell her where I got it from.
Maybe that's what you need to become a good comedian. You need to be like a staple that you can like. Oh, I could totally see him as like my uncle, or like,
Yeah.
oh. Mm. I
Shane
mean,
Gillis,
what a,
you think he could
Shane
be?
Gillis is totally like that one guy that you worked with.
Yeah,
That like that you look at the like who's working that day, right?
yeah.
Your shifts, and you're like, oh man, I have to work Tuesday. Oh, but Shane's working.
Ah,
All right, fine.
cool.
I won't call off on
I guess I'll
Tuesday.
work
I
Tuesday.
guess I'll work. And then he'd be like, you show up, and he'd be
And
like,
he's like, "Hey man,
you
you want to do
fucking
it too, man?"
showed up. Yeah, bro, fuck you. You would totally do a 2 man with Shane Gillis.
I
Fuck
would,
you.
I would not do a 2 man with Shane
Okay,
Gillis.
comedians that you do a 2 man with.
That I would do a 2 man with.
Yeah. It would have to be someone that I don't feel like insecure around. Like I would
It's
not.
not that I feel insecure around somebody. It's that I feel
No, no,
weird
no,
doing a 2 man.
no. Not that I'm insecure, but like what's that one fuck. You haven't seen that one like a black comedian from the Comedy Store. He has a mohawk. He's like super ripped.
Is it the
Fuck.
Godfrey?
And it's not Godfrey. It's oh my god, I can't
That's the
believe
only guy
him.
with the mohawk that I know. That's super ripped.
No,
I didn't
no.
know there was multiple.
There's one more. He's really funny too. He has a gap in his tooth. Um, damn, it starts with a J. I just can't remember.
Oh, is it the guy from Chicago, Cole? Something Cole?
No, 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 no,
Oh,
no. He's not so short, but that guy he's super tall. Dean Cole.
oh,
Yeah, Dean Cole is tall. He's
is
not
it
super
the guy
short.
from Old Spice commercials?
Dean Cole. That's who you're talking about.
Yeah, I
Because
think
that's
so.
what you said. No,
Yeah.
that's not him. It's
Oh, I don't think he has a gap in his
he's
tooth. Now
not
that I
really
think about
like
it.
mainstream. But if you like went to the comedy store, like he'll definitely be there.
Oh, okay. I'm not really familiar with comics in that rotation.
No, me neither. Not anymore, at least. Like
I was
when
never.
Joe
Where
Rogan
do
was
you, yeah,
there.
I was gonna say comedy store. Like, where do you see them? Do you see them like around in podcasts mostly? Because like I always hear about like people who talk about the comedy store and comics there, but I don't even know who they're talking about.
It's like basically when they say that, it's like California or old California-based comedians. So like when they said that,
Mm,
they were talking about like Joe Rogan, Mark Maron, Bobby Lee, Joey Diaz when he used to be there, like Tom Segura,
yeah.
Bert Kreischer. Like yeah, all these people used to be comedy store
Oh,
comedians, but Andrew Santino.
interesting.
Um,
Okay.
yeah, because like literally they're called that because you don't really find them anywhere else.
Yeah.
Like the seller comedians would be like Sam Morril, Mark
Yeah.
Norman, Joe DeRosa, Greg Fitz. No, Greg Fitzsimmons is more of a
Chris
comedy store.
Stefano.
Dude, that's crazy. He's trying to make a comeback. Did you see?
Chris Stefano.
Yeah.
He's funny.
I mean, still fuck the kid.
Oh wait, what?
Wait, who are we talking about?
I'm talking about Chris Stefano.
Oh, and fuck. Chris D'Elia. Oh,
Chris
my bad.
D'Elia. I
My
was like,
bad.
what?
What?
The father of three?
Chris Stefano. Oh yeah, he is funny. But did you hear that he had a show that was canceled recently, or like it was in like the pilot and the scripting or something, and then it just got
Oh, that
canceled.
sucks.
Yeah, it was. I think it was supposed to be about his life, like how he has like a Puerto Rican wife and stuff,
Yeah.
and like he just
Oh, it
has
was just kind of like a reality show, kind of
kind
like
of,
Louis C.K.
kind of. But I mean, if you really,
I never watched. I gotta watch the Louis C.K. show. That's got to be good
yeah, I haven't seen it either. I heard it
because it
was
was on
super good
FX.
too. Oh, FX has such good shows.
Yeah.
Fargo, have you seen Fargo?
I watched the movie. I haven't watched the show
Oh, we
yet.
talked about this.
Dude, the
We
movie is
talked
so
about
good
this.
too.
The show,
Dude, I heard. I always, as a kid, I would hear like how far, like my parents or like older people talk about how good Fargo was,
dude.
and I remember watching the movie, and I'm like, bro, they made a show about this. This would be crazy.
And it turns out the show was way before. No, for real
No, the
though.
show was way after.
For oh really?
Yeah.
For a show that I had to watch for a class in for like screenwriting and stuff. Like they would always recommend me stuff. Almost always would be banger, and this was one of the bangers. I was like,
Fargo.
fuck, this
Yeah.
was a banger. Sopranos, dude. They put me on Sopranos too.
Yeah.
Sopranos is genuinely so
My mom
good.
would tell me to watch Sopranos when I was a kid, and I was like, I'm not watching Sopranos, mom. What are you talking about?
Dude, you actually could have, and you actually would have enjoyed it. I swear to God, I'm not
I
even
mean,
kidding.
I'm sure I would have, but I'm like, this is like old Italian like dudes just talking the whole time.
Nah, it's way more. It's so funny, dude.
I need
It's
cartoons,
so
mom.
funny.
I watch SpongeBob.
Oh, really? I used to
Yeah.
hate SpongeBob when I was a kid.
Really?
My mom told me I would turn dumb if I watched it. So like I had that in the back of my head, and then I would try to watch it. Right? Like I do know classic episodes, like the Hook episode. I know like the Shh, and I ripped my pants. I know
Yeah.
like those episodes, but like yeah, like literally she would put a cap on me if I would try to watch it a lot, and then yeah, it just I just didn't like shows where like it just I don't know
Like
like
dumb humor.
not even dumb humor, but almost like okay, he's in fucking underwater. He's a fry cook. He lives in a pineapple under the sea. Like I know what's gonna
SpongeBob
happen. Like
SquarePants.
what where's the plot where's the plot development? Where's this? Like I don't know.
Oh,
Even as a
like
kid,
Adventure Time has like a running story.
yeah, like I
Yeah.
couldn't attach myself. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's something I realized. Like young, I could not attach myself if there
It
wasn't like a
wasn't going
story,
nowhere.
like a
Yeah.
plot going on in the world. That's why I love Avatar, The Last Airbender, bro. It's literally about like a whole war going on in the background,
Yeah.
and like it's about like trying to like be normal while all of that is going on, but at the same time like that breaks in, and when it
Yeah.
breaks in, they do not hold back on like the like there's literally like they will show up to towns and it will be like yeah this whole town was killed by like the evil guys, and it's like what? Like this is on Nickelodeon and they're
Yeah.
showing all this, which hey, props to you guys. You guys are showing like awesome stuff, but like no other cartoon in my
Yeah.
opinion was showing stuff like that. So
Yeah, I like SpongeBob. That was
I
my
like
go-to show as
Avatar,
a
bro.
kid, bro. I think I can see what you're saying, like where your mom probably definitely could see like SpongeBob's like a dumb humor, like
Yeah,
like oh, I'm gonna be a dumbhead
yeah,
today. Like
yeah,
I could
yeah,
totally see why she thought it would be that type of humor, but there's a lot of stuff that is just like really like it sounds dumb until you like think about it, and then you're like, oh, then you're like, oh, okay, there is more put more thought into it, but the punchline at the end of the day still was pretty dumb. It's kind of like a
yeah.
stupid joke,
But then
like the when the blowing the bubbles and it's an elephant, and then Patrick's like, it's a giraffe, like
no, because there was a bunch of stuff that came out about it. Now that I'm remembering, didn't you see like there was a study done that was like supposedly like statistically proven that if you watched a SpongeBob, like your IQ points went down. My mom saw
no,
that and she was
no
like,
way, is that real?
yeah. Or well, back then I don't know if it's still supported,
Yeah,
but she showed me that, and then fuck, there was something else I'm connected to. Oh well, literally just in
yeah,
my head, just a SpongeBob bubble just went.
dude, SpongeBob, that was my shit.
I mean, this is what I remember. Don't you remember when we were kids? They used to say that SpongeBob was supposed to be the seven deadly sins or something. Like each of them represented something. Like SpongeBob was like blissful ignorance. Patrick was what is that when you
Gluttony,
gluttony? Mr. Krabs was greed.
greed,
Mr. Squidward was like was he was like jealousy or some shit. No, no, that was
envy.
Plankton. Plankton was jealousy.
Oh,
Uh, yeah, one of them was like,
oh, Spigger was probably pride.
yeah, stupid shit like that, and it was like, oh wow, this is actually like it's actually something else.
That's pretty cool. Uh, I didn't never heard about that though.
They would always do that though for like. There was another show like that that was like, oh yeah, every one of these are
Yeah,
actually supposed to represent like something evil,
yeah. It's a smell.
and
It's
then
a
and then
smelly smell. It smells
and then
smelly.
Gravity Falls comes out, and then it's just like actually about like,
Like Illuminati, I am with the devil.
and nobody has like a problem with it because it's pretty good. That's why.
Pretty good. It's
Oh, Gravity Falls would be a good place to live. You don't think so?
you had something about Adventure Time talking about well, but you can live and demons can fuck with you, and you're over here being like, but in Gravity Falls,
Okay,
there isn't even actually like abnormal cheeks to clap in Gravity Falls.
Wendy.
Again, you can clap Wendy cheeks in other universes.
Well,
Wendy like cheeks,
well,
Wendy adjacent.
technically, in Gravity Falls world, the only place that you're going to encounter anything that's like magical is in Gravity Falls.
Oh,
Technically,
that's true.
so if you just don't want to deal with that shit, you just go back.
Then what's the point?
You got a good place you could like visit because I'm pretty sure they have magic there.
They do have magic there, but it like you
You
said,
can
it's
learn
only
it.
in Gravity Falls,
True.
and it's like that's really the only interesting part of that universe. I feel like
Really, I feel like there's pretty cool. They,
I'm saying about Gravity Falls is the only interesting part of
oh, the
that
world.
universe. If
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, if they wanted to, like, they probably gonna bring it back. But if they wanted to, they could totally have like other places that they have to visit. damn, I'm about to give them like a whole 7 seasons right now. They could have like they would go to different places
That also have like sightings of like abnormal creatures.
because Bill is trying to come back, and
Yeah,
if and he has like followers that are trying to bring him back, so they have to go there before those and like get the dude. That actually be pretty fire.
I don't know, man. I feel like Gravity Falls is a terrible choice.
I love Gravity Falls. I love it. I like it because like they try to do it sometimes where it's like the main character, well, because Gravity Falls arguably is about the two protagonists,
Yeah,
the sister and the
Mabel,
brother, but
Mabel
low
and
key
Mabel,
Dipper
Mabel and Deeper,
mm,
Deeper,
Dip,
Fucking
Deeper,
dog,
yeah,
dude.
yeah, Mabel Deeper.
Mabel Deeper.
No, but Dipper actually though they toe a fine line with him, which I really like, where it's like he's almost insufferable in terms of like no but the book and like all of
Yeah,
that,
yeah,
but then still being like very curious and still being like no, we have to like be on the right side of caution and all that shit.
yeah,
Because Mabel, like when I watch it with my little sister at least, I always I'm always like, bro, Mabel is fucking everything up, bro.
yeah,
Like just sit down and like help your brother. And
yeah.
like when she watches it, she's all like, "Oh my god, Mabel's so funny! Like, oh my god, it's like she's the best!" Like whenever she thinks about like imaginary stuff, it's awesome. And it's just like they're so smart in how they did that and how
Yeah,
they pulled it off. Because my mom, it's funny because me and my little sister like when we watch stuff, we talk about the stuff we love, and my
yeah.
mom, whenever she watches stuff, she talks about stuff she hates. So like she hates Mickey Mouse. She hates like that whole like franchise, like not for what it stands for or anything. She literally just hates Mickey and Minnie. Like ask her about it, she'll be like, I don't know, just something about it. Like I don't like their like what are they mouse? Like she just
What
doesn't
are
like
they,
them for some
mouse?
reason.
What
I don't know why
are
she
they, like
doesn't
brother
like
and
them.
sister, and they like make out or something?
I don't know why she doesn't like them, but she just doesn't, and like she doesn't really have like an explanation for it.
Yeah.
Are we done?
I don't know. I didn't set a timer for this one because I thought it was gonna be like 5 minutes.
Oh, we're at 20.
20. Okay, so we got 10 minutes though.
We got some minutes.
Okay, cool. Yeah, this is gonna be an extra longer episode for you guys.
Alrighty.
So
You want to hit the box one last time then?
yeah, let's hit the box.
Alright. Hit the box.
Hit the box.
Mm. Which actor would play me in a movie?
Ooh, that's a good one.
Are we going off of like what I want to see, or like an actual like accurate descript, like
Yeah, what would you like? What actor would you want to play?
Ryan Gosling?
Ryan Gosling. That would be so funny.
No, actually though, I think it would actually be so
Yeah,
funny if you got like either someone like they have to look. Obviously, the joke is gonna be they look completely different from me.
yeah,
So I think it would either be funny. My two top choices in that respect would be
yeah.
Danny DeVito or Jason Momoa.
Oh, Jason.
But like, but both of them have to wear like my size stuff.
Yeah.
So like Danny DeVito either has to be like super over. This is gonna be looking like a
Oversized.
like a gown on him,
Yeah,
and then Jason Momoa has to literally be like super stretched out on
yeah.
him. I want that.
I was gonna say, I feel like Ryan Gosling. He needs to be in more comedy roles.
Right?
Yeah, dude. Every time I see him in a comedy movie, he's like so
Funny.
hilarious.
Like
And
he
I'm
pull
just
it
like,
off.
bro, yeah, he's been in SNL multiple times,
Funny guy. Funny
and
guy.
he's pretty funny. I'm not sure why we didn't do that, but yeah, I think he would totally be like,
So
he would totally do a brown face.
they were to do like a documentary about this, it'd just be Danny DeVito sitting next to like Ryan Gosling,
Yeah.
in a socks hat and like a white shirt.
Oh, like the podcast, like they filmed like this is where it all started.
This is where it all
and it's like
started.
Danny DeVito and Ryan Gosling.
Why do you want us to do two guys on one girl? The implication.
She wouldn't say yes, but she would be. She couldn't say no.
Because I also asked you that at the beginning if it's who we want, because if it's Hollywood, I don't know how Hollywood is gonna pull off casting Michael Pena for both you and me.
Yeah, I don't think they could. I don't
So,
think they could.
okay, wait. You could get Michael Pena. I want the guy from fuck.
I don't want Michael Pena.
You can have Michael Pena.
You can have Michael Pena.
I want on my block, the dude from On My Block.
The short dude, Ruby.
Yeah. That's his name?
Yeah, in the show, his name is Ruby.
It's a girl name.
I think his name is Ruben, and they just call him
Oh
Ruby.
shit. No, I don't want him anymore. Okay, wait.
That's a girl name.
That's a girl name.
That's
Fuck
a
that
girl
shit.
name.
Okay, wait. If it has to be accurate, like if I was like actually casting for myself, I think I got it. I think I would be the guy. Like honest. Well, nah. Now that I'm thinking about it, they probably cast him as you. The Luffy live action.
The Luffy live action dude.
The guy. Yeah, I want
Is
him.
that guy Mexican?
Yeah, he's actually Mexican
Oh
too.
wow.
Yeah,
That's pretty cool.
Yay. But I would want him to be me, but they probably cast him for you, so I'd probably end up. Honestly, bro, they're gonna do me dirty. They're gonna give me
They're gonna
that.
give you like the darkest dude ever.
They're gonna give me the best friend from Spider Man. The what's his name? The Filipino
The
dude.
Filipino
That's
dude.
not even Mexican, but they're gonna be like, yeah, he fits.
Yeah. Or they're gonna give you. Oh, there's this Indian comedian, dude. This guy.
I was already thinking a
It
season. Sorry, but I was like,
yeah.
no, nah.
No, no, no. This is Indian comedian who like he like did one superhero movie and he got super ripped for it, and he just
Oh,
stayed ripped because he was like, oh, actually, I kind of like working out.
yeah, yeah. I
I
know who
forgot
you're
what his
talking
name
about.
is, but he has like a
Kamal, right?
yeah,
Something Kamal.
he's got like a
Yeah.
high pitched voice and he
Uh,
just sounds
He,
like
he,
super.
he was on Silicon Valley, right? I think.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. I know who you're
Yeah,
talking
that
about.
guy. I feel like that'd be super funny to like, cause he like you were saying like Jason
Fuck.
Momoa, cause he's tall too. He's like 6 foot
True.
one, and he's just like a ripped dude now.
True. True.
That'd
True.
be, that'd
True.
be pretty
True.
funny. Evan,
Fuck.
to just have like stretched out shirts, like you were saying.
That actually would be pretty
Yeah.
cool. But now that I'm thinking about it, if I were to like do anybody, now I kind of want Stavi here as
Oh,
me. I think that'd be so
the
fun.
Stavi.
Like Stavi acting as a
Yeah.
Mexican, and he was like "Pala raza," but like saying it like super like
Yeah.
"Pala raza,"
Paula Rasa.
like
Yeah.
trying really hard. Oh shit!
Oh, do you think a black guy could pass for us? Like a light skinned black guy?
No, they'd be like. I mean, if we were Dominican, maybe, but I
Yeah.
don't think so, bro. Nah. I mean,
I want Earl Sweatshirt to play me. But
yeah,
like, but
I'm,
like good.
I'm
But like
literally
a good, like if he was a good actor, like that'd be pretty funny. I think if Earl Sweatshirt played me.
I'm literally thinking in my head like, are there any black people that like they ever like be like, are they could be Hispanic? And the
Yeah.
only person that's coming to my head is oh fuck, the guy that they replaced in the first Iron Man movies. He was the
The guy who's like saying like all these math
yeah, yeah,
and
that
stuff.
guy. I forgot his
I forgot
name,
his name too. Yeah,
but he's
probably
like the
should.
only black
Yeah,
guy that I could think of that like might be considered like Puerto Rican or like Dominican or something. Because like
yeah.
yeah, no, I don't think there's too many.
Vin Diesel.
He's black. No, he's white.
No, he's
He's
not.
black.
Black
No, he's
dude.
not.
That's I swear to God. He's one of the him and Carlos Boozer. I was like, bro, what are you?
Oh yeah, Carlos Boozer. Yeah, yeah, yeah. He tripped me up for a long
Yeah,
time. But he's
because
like Puerto Rican too, no?
no, he's just half black and half white. But the thing is, his like genes, like it's like
They
it's
got fucked
mixed
up.
up. So now they're like, you don't even know what he is. Same thing with Vin Diesel. He's half black, half white,
Oh
but he's got all
shit!
the genes that make him look like what are you? Derek Jeter, same thing, half
Really?
black, half white. And they're in this like same. They're all three
Blake
all those
Griffin.
guys.
Blake
Blake
Griffin.
Griffin. They're all those guys. They're all in this like what are you?
Um,
Which is weird because they're literally half black, half white, and they're like still like I don't know what you are.
Logic.
But
No, I'm
that guy's still,
yeah,
I
you
think
could
that guy's
tell.
got more white than black.
You could definitely tell what Logic is. Like,
Yeah.
yeah.
Troy Bond, have you seen that guy?
No, who's
He's
that?
a comedian that I always see on YouTube. Apparently, he's half black, half white.
Oh, the guy that's like the guy that's like I came out like a Puerto Rican lesbian.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, yeah.
And he like holds the mic up here.
yeah, yeah. He has a very funny.
He's got like very like straight hair, but he looks like white. But his dad is literally like black.
Yeah, I know who you're
His
talking
dad is
about.
100% black.
He has a very funny like stand up like a heckler clip
Yeah, yeah,
where he's like, okay, I'm sorry.
yeah.
I love that. I don't know why. Like
Yeah.
little comedians who come up with such funny tags
Yeah.
like that I keep saying like like years later
Yeah.
or whatever. I love those type of comedians,
Dude,
bro.
yeah.
What's it called?
I think that was gonna be my tag. Not that specifically, but like if I ever make a bad joke that doesn't get a laugh, I think I'm gonna be like, all right, my bad, yo. I'm gonna just say it like waiting for the punchline. No, like nobody. All right, my bad, yo. Next one.
I think it'd be
Flip
cool.
the page to the next. No.
Yeah, I think it'd be cool if you'd be like, if you don't look at anyone directly, be like, take that off the record.
We'll cut that one right
Alrighty. We'll get that one in post. The people will be like, "Fuck!" Like they'll literally look at the guy and he'll be like, the guy you pointed
Yeah,
at.
the guy's like, you cut that one up, please.
Like the camera goes to him. It'd be
He
pretty
like,
funny.
boom!
Bullshit. Already,
That echoes loud.
I know.
Yeah. All right.
Oh shit, we're almost about to get the fuck
Yeah.
out of here, guys.
Yeah.
Alrighty, thank you guys for sticking around with us a couple more hours. We love you
Yes.
guys. If you love this podcast, go ahead and subscribe, leave a
Yes.
like, recommend it to your friends, and also listen to the rest of the episodes because we got some bangers on
Yeah.
here.
Also, if you want your questions in the box,
Oh,
let
for
us know
real.
in the comments below, dude.
Yeah,
Like,
bro.
yeah.
If you think you got if you have a joke, I mean a joke, fucking, if you have a question that you want to hear
Yeah.
us debate on this dumbass podcast, leave it in the comments down below, and we
Yep.
will actually see them already. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.